All right, so it's incredibly late. The house is finally quiet after a full day of meltdowns from the kids, appointments, school pickups, and just trying to keep everyone fed, right? You finally get a chance to sit down. Your body's tired, you're aching, your mind's maybe spinning, and then that same dull headache starts to creep back in. You're wiped out, yet you already know that sleep isn't going to come easy tonight again, right? You've had gone through all of the above things, right? And beyond for your kids, the specialists, the therapy sessions, the endless research, because that's what you do. You're a great parent, right? And that's what you do. But somewhere along the way, you've totally forgot to care for yourself and for the person that's holding it all together, which is you, right? At Renegade Chiropractic, this is the same story that I see every single day from amazing moms and super dads. They just pour themselves into their kids' health journey while their own nervous system is completely maxed out. And what I'm here to tell you is that taking care of you isn't a selfish thing. It's actually really essential, and there's a bunch of reasons why behind that. So when you're well regulated and energized, it helps keep your child well healing, and it helps you show up as a parent to be the parent that you want to be and that you need to be for your kiddos, right? So this video is for the exhausted, overwhelmed parents who feel like they're stuck in a survival mode. They're just trying to keep it together. You've done all the things, but the exhaustion and the brain fog, the anxiety and tension is just not quitting. You're doing the very best that you can, for sure, to stay that amazing mom or that super dad for your child. But your nervous system, ultimately, it's kind of waving a white flag that's saying, we need help. So let's talk about what's really going on and how you as a parent can break the cycle for yourself so that you can keep on showing up for your kids the way that you need to and that you want to. So according to the Global Organization for Stress, 75% of adults report moderate to high stress, and that number continues to climb even higher for parents of children that have some of the health issues that a lot of our practice members are dealing with their kids. So here in our office, we see parents on the daily who have tried all the things from supplements and self-care hacks and oils and all that stuff, and they never feel truly rested. And it's not a motivation issue, right? It's neurology. You're stuck in a fight or flight mode, and because your nervous system is stuck this way, it just doesn't ever get better. So what's really going on is this. As chiropractors, we look at something called subluxation, and it's essentially when stress and misalignment interrupt the normal communication between the brain and the rest of your body. And that leads to something that we call dysautonomia, which is essentially a fancy word for an overwhelmed nervous system that can shift between the go mode and then also the rest mode. And you get stuck in that go mode. And so even when you do your own to-do list and it's all done, your nervous system stays wired, you get stuck there. And it's not because you're broken, it's just because your nervous system actually needs a little bit of help. And that's where we can come into play and help out. At Renegade Chiropractic, what we do is we actually use NASA certified or published technology called Insight scans, and it helps us see exactly how your nervous system is functioning. So we use 3 different scans. The first one is what we call a thermal scan or a neurothermal scan. And what it shows us is stress that's stuck on your nervous system that's creating irritation and inflammation, and it has a heat output. What it's telling me isn't necessarily that there's inflammation on these nerves, but because there's stress that's stuck on, your autonomic nervous system that's directing information in those areas can't direct the information as appropriately as it could or as efficiently as it could. The next scan that we do is a neuromuscular scan or an SEMG scan. And basically what this tells us is how much energetic effort, how much energetic utilization is your nervous system going through, or is it utilizing to do the functions that your nervous system and body need to do together. And the higher the number, the more effort it's taking. And that's not good either, right? Because if we have too much energy that's being utilized, then your body can't focus on all the tasks, or it puts a bunch of energy into one task as opposed to all the different tasks. And so this thing will function really well, but this thing over here won't function very well within your nervous system and body. And so we want to have an appropriate amount of energy so that your body can do what it's supposed to do and do all the things appropriately. And then the third scan that we do, it's called a heart rate variability scan. And what heart rate variability does is it helps us understand, is your nervous system more in this fight or flight mode over here, or is it more in the rest and digest and heal side of the nervous system? And the truth is, it can be in both, right? It can be doing some fight or flight functions, but we want to see that it modulates back over to a resting, healing, and digesting side of things as well too, so that you're not over here too often, and you're not over here too often as well, because a nervous system that stays stressed will eventually lead to a nervous system that gets stuck in a rest and digest mode and is kind of giving up. And so we want a good balance between those two sides of the nervous system. So those are the 3 scans that we use to help us understand where you as a parent are dealing with that stress that's stuck on your nervous system. So ultimately, what these 3 scans do is they help us, along with an in-depth history, help us build out a personalized plan to help support your specific nervous system needs, so that we eliminate any guesswork, we don't have any fluff, we just get real answers and a real way to direct your nervous system care, so that you can, again, be the parent that you want to be that super dad, that super mom that you want to be. So chiropractic is really important for a lot of different reasons. Helps reduce stress and anxiety. It kicks on that parasympathetic, or that rest and digest vagus nerve side of your nervous system, so that you can relax and recover appropriately. It also helps initiate sleep, which is part of that rest and digest side of things, where we focus on creating balance within this upper cervical spine, or this upper part of your nervous system. And there's a lot of hormone regulation that occurs from this area, specifically with the pineal gland and the pituitary gland. The pineal gland actually releases melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. And so a lot of parents, they sleep better, or they at least wake up more rested in the morning, because if this area is balanced, the stress is removed from here, then they're able to actually feel that way and feel more rested. Ultimately, it allows them to get into like a more deep sleep state. So again, that allows them to sleep more uninterrupted and feel more rested. The third thing is more mental clarity and focus. Chiropractic care actually supports your prefrontal cortex, which helps with focus and memory and decision making. And so parents that will come to us that are dealing with like the whole world of things that their kids are dealing with, or just that they're dealing with in their lives in conjunction with what their kids are dealing with, will find that they have less brain fog moments at the end of the day. Their mind feels less scatterbrained and burnt out, and they're able to actually get even a little bit more done if they need to, or they're able to have that mental clarity and focus to say, hey, I do need to shut down, and I can shut down and go to bed, or whatever. Do a resting activity and be okay with that. The fourth one is kind of the most obvious thing. It's less pain and muscle tension, right? Our goal isn't just to soothe sore muscles. It's about getting to the root cause, or the root of the tension within your muscles, which is the nervous system. Ultimately, if you have aches or pains, it's because your brain and body aren't communicating appropriately. The musculature isn't communicating well to the brain. The brain's not giving the right information back to the musculature, and so it can't do what it's supposed to do. This one is really important and hits home for me, just because when I went to the chiropractor for the first time, I actually went to the chiropractor because I had significant low back pain. And to just get anything done, I was having to take a significant amount of ibuprofen, which ended up messing up my gut, which ended up just messing up a whole bunch of things. And so getting adjusted helps release that, so that you can play with your kids the way that you want to, so that you can be the parent that you want to, so that you can be that super dad or that amazing mom that you want to be, and not have to worry about like pulling a muscle, right? Or feeling aches and pains in your neck or in your low back, right? It allows you to do the things that you love to do and do it well. The fifth thing is more energy and resilience. When your body isn't stuck in a stress mode, it can allow you to use energy more efficiently, and you'll feel that. You'll be able to feel the resilience that you get from it. Again, we talked about that neuromuscular scan. If your body is using a ton of energy, that means that it's using more energy than it should. That also means that it's utilizing the energy in poor ways, so that it's not using it where it should be used, or it's focusing it too much in one area. And so if we get you adjusted, it allows your body to utilize that energy more efficiently, so that you're more resilient, you're able to do the things that you love to do, and it doesn't just tire and tuck you out like it normally would. So, or would have previously before you started getting adjusted, right? The last one is actually really cool, because when your nervous system is in check, then your child's care goes better as well too. Kids can tell when you get adjusted and when your body sends signals of safety and regulation, as opposed to having a lot of cortisol within your system and you being super stressed out. We are able to get you more balanced, so that you can release even more of that oxytocin, right? And release it at the right times and the right places and the right things. So kids can tell. Kids' care goes better. It's kind of amazing. We'll see kids that will start care and they do pretty good, but as soon as their kid, or as soon as that kid's parent starts getting care too, that kiddo's progression just skyrockets, because mom and dad are no longer burnt out. they're being able to take care of themselves and being able to feel more balanced. And so kids pick up on that too. Super amazing. So how does chiropractic care work? How do neurologically focused adjustments make the difference for kids? It helps restore that brain to body connection, stimulates that vagus nerve, which is the resting, digesting, healing side of the nervous system, reduces nerve interference from subluxation or stress that's stuck on your nervous system, and it really helps your nervous system reset, which ultimately all allows you to go from that surviving state to an actually thriving state. So there's, again, 6 benefits that we just covered, and honestly there's a whole load more that's kind of interweaved with those, but less stress, better sleep, sharper focus, pain relief, more energy, and just a healing ripple effect from you to your kids is what a lot of our practice members are able to see, and helps them to be the parent that they want to be. The parent who can stay calm when emotions are running high, the parent who actually sleeps and wakes up refreshed, the parent who's able to keep up with their kids as opposed to feel super tired and just doesn't know how to hold it together, but they're actually feeling good and they feel good doing it. When mom and dads get adjusted with their kids, we often see even a faster progression for the child again, right? Better sleep, better, less meltdowns, and more connections. So if you're ready to stop pouring from that empty cup, we're here to help you. Just go to our website or drop a comment in the comment section, shoot us a DM. You don't have to keep on running on empty to be able to serve and be the parent that you want to be. Let's help you refuel, help you reset, help you rise up so that you can help your family as much as you possibly want to, so that you can be the super dad, the amazing mom that you're designed to be. Have a great rest of your day.